Whoa, whoa, whoa. So glad I'm getting this in to share more of my 420 momentum with you, friends. And these are the new things that I created last night and brought with me to CSU today to rally on green jobs. And the restore healthy land use is imperative. Oh yes, the seed sticker printed out wrong. This is the best flipping texture we have gotten from a good fats. It's a good fats, more nourishing donut that's mostly whole grain. Oh my god. I baked some with coconut oil, and there's hemp and flax in the dough and hemp and chia on top, and oh my gosh, it's heavenly. And then this is the new no-bake goo truffle substance that is like everything that's in the goo ball but just crammed in a bunch of chocolate and plopped out on a table. So it's so beautiful and chewy and like morsels. We have these seeds to donate, y'all. I need help sampling. The point of being part of a movement for healthy land uses is that we have something positive to share. So that means we need a campaign budget appropriate to do such sampling. And I cannot flipping afford to pay people to drive around my stuff. Like, it's not the whole local foods economy delivery shit not working for Plant Kingdom, okay? We're not co-packing appropriately. We're not flipping, jiggering the shit as fast as we need to, because I want to open up a donut shop, and I'm talking to other folks, and we want to get the best possible things going, promoted in the best possible ways, which I figured out to do. So share the love, and in this end of 420 here on the East Coast, as 420 dawns on our heartland ADHD belt, I want to sing out that the healing is true, and that those of us who know it do feel like it's appropriate. It's appropriate to act. It's an appropriate time to be a part of this progression in our healing that is destigmatizing, renewable, miracle, sanctimonious endocannabinoids ain't for avoiding. Carotenoids we care about. If you care about carotenoids, don't ignore the cannabinoids. We might be crunked by oxytocin. I don't know what oxytocin is, but when you learn about fats, there's omega3, 6, 9, GLA, SDA, EPA, DHA. When you learn about fats, there's triglycerides and diglycerides. And when you learn about the rigidity in the phospholipid bilayer membrane setting in with overabundance of omega-6 and not enough omega-3, you throw off the inflammatory check and balance that the 6 is pro-inflammation, which is a healthy immune response, but the 9 and 3 keep that inflammation in check, so it's not overly inflammationing. So the 3 and the 6 is anti-inflammatory. That's why, the 3-6 balance, maintaining a 3-6 balance is good for inflammation levels in the body, and that 9 and 3 are more, understood in the sciences to be anti-inflammatory. So that's a major disease risk. occurrence thing that's happening. So while remember our talking points, legalizers, while we're pointing out that we should be growing hemp, we can be pointing out that the FDA is giving trans fats 3 more years on the marketplace, oftentimes with this inadequate warnings on near the food that is made with trans fats, and we're fucking carcinogenified by Roundup, and we've been is one of the new ones that people are realizing is this detriment to our environment and the fucking health risks. Now we're flipping needing to restore the soil to a regenerative state where the nutrients are not defiled. We need hemp in buffer zones. Legalizers need to talk about clean water because of the pharma drug residues that are ending up like a guinea pig scenario, like the GMOs, because the pharma drug residues, like, we don't really know, like, what these residue markers from the pharma drugs do to our physiology. We know some of it. There's more now. We know more enough to be concerned. And here we are fighting whole plant. We see the Cleveland Clinic is fighting whole plant medical by sending their prohibitionist doctors to testify against whole plant medical herbage. Excuse me, entourages combat health scourges. Bitch, get with the program. Get with the fatty acid balance. Get with the fatty acid balance. You know, the program for recovery is something that came out of a Moment of Clarity in Akron. And if you visit Akron, you'll see that the fucking Moment of Clarity is to see through the crunk to what we can fucking find to be like virtuous and unifying and true. You know, people find things that are true. You know how much that means? I mean, it means things are right. If things are true, then things are right. If things are right, then people don't have to be depressed. And what the fuck does that mean? Well, the pharma companies already have their customers. Why are they keeping us away from our treatment options when they have 5 million people diagnosed with bipolar, 7 million people diagnosed with depressive disorders, 10% to 13% ADHD diagnosis rates for kids in some states in my ADHD belt, Ohio down to Louisiana. So check it out. It's like, listen, we can mitigate and we can protect ourselves. It comes down to that. We need to protect each other by nurturing a community where it's easy to find health information. It's easy to be healthy or green. We gotta do it. Americans should be fucking do it because we still live in this Western privilege. Guys, it's obvious. The rest of the world fucking needs us to stabilize any possible resource constraint shit that we can because people are fucking holding on. And they don't need us wasting water on washing dead animal bodies in Cargill's plants because that fucking water could be clean water that is easier for them to get because we're not using so much of it, you know? Like, the clean water is a really like big issue, a big safety issue that we know is obviously linked to all these everything. Water is life, and like, if we unplug, the more we find to conserve, it will make such a big difference. The more I see how much, like, people, like, it's so hard to get, like, a flipping, like, eco commitment, you know? Like, sometimes, like, We really have to keep talking people into it all around the whys and the hows, because just something so simple like putting a bucket in your shower so that when you turn the hot water on to get hot, you're collecting that, and the bucket in the shower, you can collect water off yourself when so you could flush the toilet with it. So you flush the toilet with gray water that didn't have to just go down the drain from your shower. It's so cool. All right, lots of love. Mwah, I love you. I'm so glad I got to spend my 420 with like a few cool people, and I just miss you so much, and I want to see you. Mwah.